Howdy crew, today I'll be stick welding with my brand new Miller Trailblazer 330 air pack. Let's get to it. As I mentioned, be welding for the first time, stick welding with the Miller Trailblazer 330 air pack. Got some E7018 rods from Lincoln Electric. These were some Home Depot rods. I have a little cardboard box that they came in. Got it a long time ago from Home Depot, so I'm going to use these before I open up the 50-pound canister that you all saw from before. But I'll be starting off with this, just welding up some angle iron, getting used to this machine, and gonna have some fun. Let's get to it. Yes, I did have the remote with me, but I was making adjustments on the machine because there's some extra settings I was wanting to look at, and then once I looked at the machine, I didn't know what the settings were exactly going to do, so I'm going to read up more on those as well. But I was making the adjustments from the machine today, and then once I get read up on the remote, I'll make the adjustments there. So a little bit fast. It's nice and hot. I might turn it down a little bit because it's a little bit too concave and I'm not the biggest fan of that. But I'll go switch that, turn it down some, finish out this layer. But no, it's not too bad. First weld from the machine. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be a little sticky or something, but I like it. I really enjoy using engine drives. I know a lot of folks don't like them or can't stand them because when they rev up, it has the extra surge of power for starting the arc and everything. I like to work with the machine, not thinking that the machine's working against me, but I've used engine drives for a long, long time, and I got to the point where I let the machine help establish the arc with the extra rev of power, and then when it settles down, that's when it's really the time to go on with the weld. I try and work with it. It does take time to finesse and perfect that little bit of timing. And machines are different. That's why I'm trying to get used to this machine before going straight out in the field and having it bolted down. I just want to get used to it. And machines are different. You can have two machines that come off the assembly line at the same time, and they're different. It's just what it is. There's no way to get around that. If you work with the machine long enough, you really get used to it. And that's what I'm trying to do before getting this machine into the field. Just starting to get used to it. And I'm really enjoying it. I was finding it was a little bit hot in a certain setting, but move it down, move it this way, that way. And it was just running nice and smooth. I really enjoyed it. Everything was great. This, y'all will see that there's a slag on the top line there, but it peeled up. Yes, I was a bit fast. I will admit that. I was a bit fast on this weld, but I was just having fun. It was a blast. And I'm never going to say that it's perfect weld when it's fast. You all can see that it's more of a V instead of a C for the shape of the stacking dimes there. Not really dimes because it's a V. So I will completely admit that I was a bit fast. I'm never too big to say this or that if I do something wrong. But I was getting used to it, finding the rhythm, finding the flow. It was a lot of fun. And here it is later in the evening. As you all can see, it's already darker out. And it was just a lot of fun. I was getting the slag peeling off. It was great. The machine was running like butter. I was absolutely loving it. I was having a little problem with the rods, but I'll mention that in part 2. As you all know, I will be putting a part 2 as this is part 1. But it was nice and smooth. I was just going back and forth, nice and easy, and the machine just felt like I was laying down a bead of butter. I mean, it was just so smooth. I was absolutely loving it. Now, this machine is higher tech than the machines I've been used to because I'm used to using some of the older engine drives. This has some of the newer tech from Miller, so I don't know if that's playing a part or if it's just the machine itself. I'm assuming it's just a newer machine overall and then also newer software, so it's great. Alrighty, so this video was getting a bit long, so breaking up into 2 parts. Part 2 will be coming out tonight, so don't y'all worry. Been having a lot of fun with the Miller Trailblazer 330 Air Pack, been an absolute blast. But I'm going to go into more detail on some things that were happening while I was welding, and I think it's very beneficial for a lot of folks to know some of the stuff that goes on. So part 2 will be coming out very soon. Hope y'all enjoy.